I've been toiling whether to use Studio One or Cubase, but Cubase.
You know how to use that.
Well, I know how to use both, just not Cubase more than Studio One. Studio One has its advantages, but let's use Cubase, and we already have a template launched in Cubase. Let's do first names only. Let's turn this faster here. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jay, and we're doing mastering and recording tutorials.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah.
Or is this the new files or the old files?
We just add the new stuff to the old stuff, so it's all one
Okay.
scenario. It's okay. So double click on that.
I don't think I was here that early. Was I?
So click in the space here. Right there. See the blue line? Okay. The space bar tells it to go. You know what? I moved them. So go ahead, minimize this. Yeah. See this?
Mm-hmm.
If you're lonely, CPR.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Cubase file. Just double click on it. Since I moved it, it doesn't know where to find the. It brought up the images, but it can't find the files.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in 10:11. It was my birthday, I remember. I moved things. When you break those links, it has trouble. So I opened the project with the folder, all the files in one place, and I moved it to another place, and it couldn't find them. But luckily, Windows 8 was friendly enough to let us open this, and it asked where they were, and now they're here. So what I figured is we'll create two more folders,
Mm-hmm.
drums and guitars, like drums 2 and guitars 2, of the files that we recorded Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And they're over here. So come over here. I'll show you how to do it. Yeah, okay. See, it acknowledged it. Okay. So minimize this. Don't close it. Just minimize it. This is the folder for the computer right here. So double click that. What we want to do is open another one. Okay, there it is, removable disk. So do the triangle. It's Windows 8, it's a little awkward. Triangle again, triangle, just keep zooming down. Project, there, it's that one. Open that, okay. Audio. Okay, this is the drums. There are 6 tracks. So create a drums 2 over here. So right click in the white space, in the friendly white space. Yeah, there you go. Call it drums 2. You can move this over. You can come over a little closer if you need. Okay.
My bad.
Well, so just select them all. Even the one on the bottom.
Okay.
See, this is the this text file is created by the Zoom. It tells us what the nature of the tracks. So just drag them into drums 2 over here, like that. There. Wait for it to copy. Oh, don't cancel.
Oh no, I was just looking now.
So, you seem to be pretty good at this, so you understand what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's that one. So what we want to do is we don't want to use what's on there anymore. We make copies. Double click that drums 2 file there. Make sure they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want to.
Yeah.
So one thing about these drives is that when you delete something from this, it's gone. Whereas when you delete something on the computer, it just moves it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so close that drums too. Now, close it. Now, just click in the friendly white space up here and hit the delete key. And confirm.
Okay, so I assume you want a Guitars 2 folder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and DAW, we'll just double click it over here so we have another window. Windows 8 is a little different, but boy, it sure is better than XP. Whoa, way better. So everything I'm doing here is acquired, not, I didn't grow up with it. Check it, make sure the files are there.
Alright.
You know, even though we know we did that, I've had bad experiences. There's nothing worse than losing stuff that can't be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so close that one, Guitar 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, put it back. We've transferred the audio files. This is just audio.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Cubase open, a little simple tour. We want to zoom out, so the plus and minus. Now, I believe also you can use the mouse in here to zoom out, but see what we've done. I believe the top one was the bass guitar, but I didn't name them that. So, you understand mute and solo, right?
Yes.
Okay. So solo this guy, and it'll start right here if you hit the space bar. That's the bass guitar. So let's rename that bass guitar. Just double click on that guitar right there. Just double click. No, where it says guitar, there you go. So you can just name it. Okay. I don't know if you want to rename these, but it's fine like that. So, okay.
If it
So,
bothers you, let me know.
right. Let's go into open Guitar 2 right over here. Let's slide it over there. It's nice having real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea which is which there. So the red icon is
The Cubase.
SoundForge, and it's Sony's audio editor. So if we double click on one of those, it should open in SoundForge. I've defaulted my WAV files to this because I often edit them, and it lets us see. So if we zoom out using the minus, we get to see the whole track, and it's very busy. So hit the play button. That's bass guitar, and it looks very much intact. Okay, so go ahead and stop it. Just hit the stop button. Okay, and unmount the. Well, we can just close it because we know what's going on here.
Do you want to close?
The app, the red box. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Okay, drag mono 0 up to like 1473 right there. Somewhere close, yeah. Okay, hover over that strange little button right there.
Mm-hmm.
See, it says snap on or off, and it's not on, so click on that. Okay. Then click there, put the cursor right there at 1473. No, right, yeah, up, go, click, right there. Okay. Now, zoom in. Okay. See, these are single measures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just leave it there. So do the same thing, mono 1, but down here. See, guitars, right there. There you go. So they were all started at the same time. So they. Now I don't know. You know, they could be reversed here. So we can determine that in a minute. And okay. Now we need to do the same thing with the drums. You can check this there. Okay. So you can discard the guitar too there. Open drums too. The structure here should be very similar to the structure here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see how we're at the beginning of the file?
Mm-hmm.
We get the file name, but it's not putting them on the end. So if we scroll down very quickly, no, I mean here, go to the beginning of the, yeah, that'll take you all day. Drag.
Okay. Go to the very beginning.
Okay. Oh, so we're starting at 37. So the lowest one is probably the bass drum, and so on. So it's I don't know. I had trouble with that naming thing. It's something the Zoom did. So let's scroll back to where we were before. Yeah, okay. So in sequence, drag them one at a time, and align with those.
Hold on. Wait a minute. There are 6 tracks.
Uh-huh.
There's only 5 here.
No? Are you sure? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because remember that the guy wanted one of the drums eliminated, which is why. That's okay.
I was like,
we can
something's doesn't add up.
We can fix it, so we can just leave it like that. Click here on this track here.
This one?
Yeah. Right click now. Add track. Add audio track. Mono 1, yes. Click. Okay. Now drag this guy up to the audio track. This is a FX channel. Okay. So we have everything there.
Mm-hmm. I'm just determining.
Now do a save. Control S. Okay. It's a good idea whenever you do major changes is to save your work. Unless you're editing, like you want to do a whole bunch of editing, you want to be able to undo, so you don't do a save then. If you lose power or the program hangs up, it'll save a it caches a backup file, and when you try to reopen it after it crashes for some reason, it'll ask you if you want to go to the backup. So it will open it at where you last saved without any errors. It is possible, and I haven't found it the case, that there have been any errors that saved errors. So saving the backup is, I guess, remnants from XP. 'Cause this is very friendly, the Windows 8. Okay, let me think about this. Now, what we need to do is examine what we have here to figure out what you actually want to output your product.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you need 4 songs, and there are 4 different ones here, but there are many of each one.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find one that we want to work on.
Okay. There are 4 here, and there are 3 that I want from here. Or there's 3 of the same that are from here. There's 1 song in there that I just kind of wanted to fix. It's the one that we worked on the...
For some reason, everything's muted, and we need to figure out why.
I was going to try and listen to what it was.
Right. That's a FX channel. It has you can put you can create multiple FX channels. The FX channel is in the sends here. So it's like a bus. You can send signals to it, and it can have plugins, reverb, echo, whatever. Okay, so what we need to do, you need to identify what you want to keep. And it looks like, there's a set here, and a set there, and so on. There's a set here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sort of listen. Go ahead and hit the play. Okay, this is a mixer, so you can sort of balance stuff. You see here the bass guitar is really too loud. Sort of like want to make everything that's melodic about the same volume. Gosh. Click on the bass guitar track. No, don't hit the record.
No.
Okay. Notice, see that these two bars here, that's input and output.
Mm-hmm.
We're not recording onto them, but what I did was I broke them out so that the bass guitar has its own fader here.
Mm-hmm.
And if we click on the guitars subsequently, see there are three.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the third one. Okay, and I put one to the right and one to the left, like that, see?
Mm-hmm.
There are three. And then the drums are on the main here, stereo out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, the four.
Right, all the drums are there. Probably, once we chop this up and figure out what you want to edit, we'll mix down the drums to a stereo track. It makes it much easier to handle. You need to proceed to figuring out what you have here. Now, you can zoom in, using the... try this. Click up here in the gray bar, and click and drag down and up. I think there's a way, yeah, so you can zoom in and out that way. So it's a way to see. So if you click on it and then pull up, it zooms out. See?
Right.
But you may not want to do it that way. You may want to use the. You can click in this space here, the triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Watch. Just click right there. Yeah. See, it jumps. So this navigation. I like Cubase. It's very well thought out. Even though this is a more primitive version than what's available. Okay. The newer one has edit in place. This one doesn't do that. Okay, so sort of scrub through all this stuff and figure out what you want. You need four. We need to create four regions with what you want to edit, and then we'll add vocals to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can click while it's playing in the gray bar there. So click over here somewhere. See, it jumps. Now, if you want, we can actually put the video file in there. It would help, it may not. Or we could just mount one of the video files over here so you can see what you're doing. And sometimes the video lets you get oriented better. I don't know. So this is. On here. You want the bass drum real loud. Okay. Stop. Okay, one thing I've done that we need to adjust. Let's examine each one of these because we have an extra track. You see, it's in the center. Then the snare. Go down. Keep going down. Snare, it's in the center. Tom, Now, we have two toms instead of just one. So the tom is a little to the left, and even though I call that floor tom, it's the upper right. So click there, yeah. Make it to the right the same as this one. See how that,
And this one's it.
the
51.
tom there. See, it's 50. Make this one 50 to the right. Yeah, that's good. Then this is not the overhead now. This is the floor tom probably. No,
This one is.
that's the floor tom. Yeah, I added it. So we want this one all the way to the right. Okay. And these two should. This one should be
All the way right.
left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's set. It's just stuff to check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Find your bearings. Now remember, there's more than an hour, maybe 2 hours of stuff here. So what can I say? Need to bounce around and figure out where you are now. This is why watching the video can be useful. You can figure out in the video what you want to choose, or just stay here.
I think.
This when you first started. I just turned it on, so this is going to be very. This is going to be very hit and miss. You can put markers down. We need the marker. We need to add. So click here in the gray space with bass guitar above there. Yeah. Okay. Then right click. Add track. Add marker track. Okay. Pull it up. There. Okay. So I think you can like double click right there, in there, yeah. Maybe right click, try that. No, yeah. Choose the pencil. The pencil. There. Now click in there. Yes. Okay. See?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason the transport is not here. Transport. There it is. Transport panel. There. Okay. Click over here to advance the cursor a little bit. Just, yeah, right there. Now see this? Hover over these buttons. See, go to previous marker. If you click there, ding. You see that? So it's a navigation aid.
Mm-hmm.
So you can mark the beginning and end of the song. So you can use that to just jump around to them. Okay, so you get it. So
Mhm.
need to find your markers, and it doesn't matter how many you put. I mean, you just put them down, beginning and ending of the song, so you don't have to guess. There you go. So you can jump to the end. Obviously, this beginning and ending of a song right there. So using the pencil and the marker and the marker track, you can mark the ones that you want. Again.
That's where that is. And that's probably where it ends, as far as
Mm-hmm.
blocking goes, because it's nothing but the same. Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah. The only problem I'm seeing is this right here. This was a bit of it. But
wasn't really ready. I just started everything.
And so if I wanted to, I could probably use what we have right here to makeshift that right there. If I want it. Well, no, because it's missing a whole bit of the song.
And that's the only time that you played it?
I asked later if we wanted to play it again. They were like, no, I think we got it. So, okay.
And didn't play it the previous session?
Mm-mm. That was the new one. I can work on it, but
Don't have to use the whole thing. Just a couple of minutes of each is all you really need. Actually, go ahead. So find your songs in there.
all right. So
And you did that one 4 or 5 times.
so if I'm looking at a cut, what is the?
And it's on snap, so it's snapping to measures. So, what do you want to do?
He kind of messes up right here.
Okay, let's not worry about editing. Let's find the songs first, because we'll have to normalize the tracks and a bunch of stuff before we can cut them up.
Oh, okay.
We need to find. You need to mark what you're going to work on, and before we cut them up so that we can edit them individually. We need to work on each track a little bit. You'll see.
Okay.
Just find the you need to mark the beginning and the end of the songs.
Of each
Of each
song.
one that you
Okay.
want to keep. Or all of them, and then we'll get that'll show us where we are. I mean, we can see them, but so you can stop there and put a marker. There you go. Also, the markers can be labeled. They're put down in sequence and numbers, but you can say start 1, end 1, start 2, end 2. So you can label them later. See them here?
Mm-hmm.
You can label them there. And they move around. You can move the markers around. That's very musical. You know, the recording, the engineer, again, you pay for the recording time, then you pay for the guy sitting here doing this. So, again, the less fluff, the better. That's why I told you before we start, be ready to record.
Mm-hmm.
You're experiencing that very thing right now.
It upsets me.
Why?
Because I can hear everything.
Yeah.
I'm just don't understand. We ran.
That never really goes away, no matter how good you are. The idea is you record it and you fix it. There's the obvious glaring errors that you can usually fix. And the subtle things you work on later, but it's how much time you spend scrubbing it and trying to patch and so on. But you're not, this is not for publication, this is just for a grade. So all that, it's, probably all that really matters is that it sound good and that you've taken the glaring errors out of there.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably, and the people that you'll be presenting this to won't care. You care, but keep that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You might relate it to the other people playing. You hear this? I can't stand that! Ah, you're fired! I don't ever want to see you again!
All right.
You understand?
Yeah. Okay, so I got them chopped up.
Okay.
These last few songs though, the we might have to kind of keep all of them. I mean, they're parts that I cut out so that they can be kept, but as far as those goes, those need to be kept because I can, or like you said, I can probably cut some out to fix the problems.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to select these and just so Alt N is normalize, just for good measure. Probably won't do much of anything.